All right, you guys, so something that's been very confusing to me is why Harley Davidson is still producing the 114 engine. This year, 2025, we seen them come out with a whole new redesign line of the softails. Every single model of the softail is getting a 117 engine. Even the Street Bob, a 600-pound motorcycle, is getting a 117 cubic inch engine. If that's the case, why is Harley Davidson still producing a 114 engine and putting it in the Road King, a bike that's 800 plus pounds? You're getting one of the larger touring motorcycles with a smaller displacement engine. Even in the softail platform, you're getting a 117 high output engine, or you're getting a regular 117 engine. There's no option on the softail lineup for a 114. So why are they doing it? I even looked up all the specs because everybody was going crazy over my last video. They wanted to know why I was so critical over the numbers that Harley put out for the 117 high output engine. I don't think the 117 high output engine is going to be putting out as much power as they're claiming. What we've seen in the past was the horsepower numbers at the crank, never at the rear wheel. You have to understand during the mechanical process within the engine, you're going to lose horsepower from the crank to the rear wheel. So the real numbers are going to be somewhere lower than what we're seeing estimated by Harley Davidson. I am giving a fair estimate that it's going to be anywhere from 4 to 7 horsepower more than the 117 OG engine. People are telling me that is not true, that they're getting a 14 horsepower increase from the 117 high output. If that's the case, it's going to be astonishing. I did see that they're estimating around 114 or so horsepower, and the original 117 engine is only putting out what they estimate at 98 horsepower. But all these numbers are speculative. When I got my 2020 114 Lowrider S, they told me the horsepower was around 92 horsepower. I'm making 109 horsepower with an intake manifold, a stage 1 air cleaner, an actual stage 1 air cleaner with an external breather, with a 2-into-1 exhaust, and a tune from DynoJet. So yes, you are able to get that horsepower increase and step up your performance dramatically, but do I think we're really getting that out of the 117 high output? I really don't. We're going to see when the numbers come out. So the 117 high output has redesigned heads. They completely flowed these heads like we used to do when we would take them off and send them out to the machine shop in order to gain a couple extra horsepower. Harley Davidson is claiming they're doing it from the factory. They also claim this 117 high output engine has a 58 millimeter throttle body. So they did increase that from the 55 millimeter, which came standard on the 114s like my motorcycle. I, of course, went and upgraded mine because I wanted to get rid of all those plastic components and put something in there that was going to be steel, that was going to be solid, that was going to last forever. I think mine's actually billet aluminum, so don't go crazy with me for saying steel. It's billet aluminum. It is the S&S 55 millimeter, and it's polished internally, so I noticed a huge upgrade with what I did to my 114, and I'm smoking 117s all day. So why did Harley Davidson put the 114 in the Road King and then put a 117 in the Street Bob? I'm very confused by this. I feel like the Road King has such a strong following and the bike is such an amazing motorcycle. Why would you not step it up to that 117? Why would you not get rid of the 114 completely? Now, I felt the same way when they came out with the 114 on everything last year, and they pretty much did away with the 107. I had a couple buddies that picked up 107s towards the end of the year in 2023, and I told them to wait a little bit for that. But now they have a bike that is only 2 years old that has a 107 displacement, when you now have motorcycles with a 121 that were coming in at a cheaper price. I don't know if they're really listening to the customers or if they're just trying to get out all the old product before they totally switch to the new product. Now, that 114 engine is very compatible with the 117, but when you are stepping up in weight from a 600-pound motorcycle, 650-pound motorcycle to an 850-pound motorcycle, why would you lower the displacement? The only thing that I can think of is that they're trying to get rid of all the engine parts and components that they had for the 114 that they still have laying around. They want to kind of make as much profit off of those parts as they can before they totally do away with it. I think it is a big letdown because I'm a Road King kind of guy. I really like those bikes. They're ultra comfortable. They give you all the benefits of the touring platform without a radio and a giant fairing. So anybody like me that still wants the wind in their face and still wants to ride without all the distractions has that option. Plus, nothing looks better than a Road King with some fishtails and some tall apes. Like I said, I was surprised they did the LED lights on all the softails this year because I had a feeling they were keeping the incandescent bulbs primarily because they had a huge supply of them and they wanted to get them gone while they can still turn a profit on them. And I feel the same way with the 114. I'm not sure why every motorcycle in the lineup has a larger engine, except for the trikes, the Tri-Glides, the Road Glide 3, and the Road King. So everything that has a larger weight out of their lineup is getting a 114 besides the Street Glide and the Road Glide. Is it because the Road King is not as popular as it used to be? But if that's the case, the Tri-Glide is a huge selling motorcycle and they sell hundreds of thousands of units of the Tri-Glide and the Road Glide 3 and the Freewheeler. They've been selling them trikes like crazy, cannot keep them on the floor. So why would they put the engine as a 114 when they have the ability to put a 117 on it? Could you imagine the Road King Special with a 117 high output engine configured specifically for the weight of that entry-level touring motorcycle? I don't know if they dropped the ball or if this is a strategic plan. Everybody keeps saying and speculating that they're going to get rid of the Road King. I think it's here to stay. It has a huge following. But you guys let me know, why would Harley put a 114 engine on the Road King for 2025?